Hello, today I'll be speaking to you about navigating your health and wellness this semester. My name is Sierra Elston, and I'm the Coordinator of Wellness Education for the William McGee Center for AOD and Wellness Education. So, a brief overview of what we will discuss today. First, we will discuss a quick recap of university policies in place to help you maintain your health and safety, the 10 dimensions of wellness and how they relate to your health and overall well-being, and then a breakdown of some specific wellness topics that have been particularly affected this semester, which would be mental wellness, social wellness, and physical wellness. So who are we? At the William McGee Center, our goal is to equip students with the information they need to make well-informed decisions about their overall wellness. We recognize that the COVID-19 pandemic has created a unique social and academic environment, and that the old way of doing things may not be quite as effective this semester. Keep listening, and throughout this presentation, I want everyone to identify at least 3 of these issues that apply to them right now and decide on a solution for each that you will commit to trying to address the issue. If you need additional guidance or other tools you can use to address an issue, or maybe you're interested in a few more ideas for solutions you can apply, register for a wellness consultation where we'll discuss the issue in depth. So we all know that the COVID-19 pandemic has required that we do things a bit differently this semester. Let's just do a quick recap of some of the changes that have been made, and we'll work from this list to discuss exactly how some of these changes might have impacted your personal wellness. Then we'll also discuss some ways to make sure that it doesn't impact your personal wellness negatively moving forward. So first, we have seen social distancing measures in place to mitigate the risk of person-to-person transmission in indoor spaces. And then tied with this, we're also now navigating academic and social activities in almost an entirely virtual setting. We're now required to use social distancing and masks indoors with no gatherings of 25 or more individuals when outdoors. And just make sure that you wash your hands frequently, even after small tasks such as touching a door handle. Finally, if you do experience a fever, sore throat, loss of taste or smell, or a cough, make sure that you get tested at the University Health Center and isolate yourself while you wait for results. So we just reviewed some of the basic health and safety tips that will help you avoid getting sick, but keep in mind that there's more to wellness than avoiding becoming ill. Wellness is a state of total physical, mental, and social well-being that you must work towards consciously. We'll go into more details about the 3 specific areas of wellness, that being physical, mental, and social well-being. But first, I just want to take a moment to introduce you to the dimensions of wellness, which all play a part in your total wellness. We'll then take a look at some interesting trends that have appeared as we adjust to a very different way of doing things due to the coronavirus pandemic. So I know that wellness might seem like a broad term, but at the William McGee Center, we prescribe to 10 dimensions of wellness that you see depicted here. Those dimensions are physical, mental, environmental, social, intellectual, sexual, financial, spiritual, cultural, and occupational. We're going to focus on just 3 key areas that data shows have been impacted by COVID, but if you're interested in more information about all of these dimensions of wellness, and then some easy steps you can take to incorporate wellness into your day-to-day life, you can visit our website, mcgee.olemiss.edu. So as our university and our state has made these changes and created these protocols, things have looked different from what returning students are used to, and also they're different from what new students probably expected during their first semester. As we all adapt to this new way of doing things, some interesting trends have begun to arise that show that some students need some additional guidance on adapting to the changes while also balancing their personal wellness. So what are some of the issues that we're seeing? The CDC recently published the results of a survey that documented changes in behavior and wellness amongst US adults. 41% of respondents mentioned that they had been experiencing adverse mental health effects due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Mental health has a significant impact on the other dimensions of wellness, including social wellness and physical wellness. In terms of substance use, 26% reported starting or increasing substance use to cope with stressors tied to the pandemic. These numbers show the recent trends that have developed, and I'm not showing you these numbers to discourage you, but just to remind you that you are not alone. If you see yourself reflected in either of these numbers, and if either of these are anything you've been struggling with, I just want to remind you to be kind to yourself And then know that there are also resources available to you. We're going to discuss some of those resources and ways you can stop engaging in some of these negative health-related behaviors and then pick up some new positive ones. So you'll notice that a lot of the numbers were caused by stress relating to the coronavirus pandemic. And managing levels of stress is an important component of mental wellness. And that is the first dimensions of wellness that we'll address. At the William McGee Center, we define mental wellness as a state of well-being in which an individual realizes his or her own abilities, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to contribute to his or her community. Stress can impact your behavior in a variety of ways and can often cause people to act out with negative behaviors rooted in an attempting to improperly manage that stress. It's important that you pay attention to your emotional health and that you regularly pause to tune into your thoughts and feelings and reflect on what stressors are causing you to react with negative behaviors. Those negative behaviors may be dangerous substance use, acting negatively towards your friends or peers, a drop in grades, and so on. Actively choose to change those negative behaviors by using resources and self-care activities to manage stress, and then taking steps towards managing your stress just in a positive manner. So we will discuss some of those activities and resources in detail a bit later, but for now I want to talk just for a second about the 5 ways to well-being. These 5 ways, when practiced regularly, can be great tools to build resilience, boost well-being, and then just offer personal protection for your wellness. The 5 ways are to connect, to give, to take notice, keep learning, and then to be active. So breaking these down individually, to connect means that you're reaching out to your peers and building a support network that will encourage you when times are tough, while also contributing just to that culture of care by knowing when your peers may need help and knowing what resources are appropriate to reach out to when you or your peers need help. Your support network doesn't necessarily need to be peers. It can also be a diverse network of family, friends, peers, and just people who you're close to within your local community. Giving means that you encourage your well-being by carrying out acts of kindness to improve the well-being of others. Taking this step can be something simple, such as just doing something nice for a friend or a stranger, thanking someone, volunteering your time, and giving back to your community by joining or volunteering with a community group. Next is taking notice. You should pay attention to the present moment rather than directing your mental energy to the future. You can work towards this by reflecting on experiences that will help you recognize and appreciate the things in life that really matter to you. You should also seek to build upon those experiences by being curious about the world around you and taking notice of new details in the world around you that will make you feel grateful for each day. And then on that note of trying new experiences, just keep learning. Seek out new experiences that will challenge you and positively stimulate your intellect. Try something new that doesn't need to be stressful. Just learn to set challenges for yourself while doing intellectually stimulating tasks that you already enjoy. And finally, the last way to well-being is just to be active. In an earlier example, we discussed the link between mental wellness and physical wellness, and I just want to remind you again of the strong connection that exists between the two. Physical wellness is not only a great way to build strength and improve your physical health, but improving your physical health is also heavily tied to decreasing stress levels and improving your mental health as well. There are numerous ways to be active, such as going for a walk, playing a game, gardening, dancing, just anything that you enjoy. There are countless exercises that you can use to manage stress. It's all a matter of finding one that works for you. You can use deep breathing techniques when you only need a few moments just to center yourself by taking 10 slow, deep breaths while thinking about things in life that bring you happiness and that you are grateful for. Or if you have the time, you can practice yoga for 10 short minutes to incorporate physical activity into your mental wellness. And then finally, always remember that it's okay to get help from a professional in regards to your mental wellness. You can reach out to the William McGee Center for a mental wellness consultation where we'll discuss resources and exercises to help you manage stress. Counseling services is also available to work through your sources of stress with a counselor, or psychological services can meet with you just to discuss assessments and additional guidance. So next, let's just watch a brief video of another technique called mindfulness meditation that can be used to manage stress.
in a comfortable position. Gently close your eyes. Begin to take your awareness to your breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, releasing any tension or worries. And again, deep inhale through the nose and big exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Just know that these 5 minutes that you're taking are going to help to set you up to have an incredible day. And when we set an intention and focus on what we want to achieve and feel throughout our day, it can really make the world a difference. So I want you to think back to one moment in your life that really brought you lots of joy. Perhaps one of the happiest moments of your life. Just take yourself right back to that moment now. What could you see? What did you hear? But most importantly, what did you feel? Really generate those same feelings of emotion in your heart center. And as you begin to feel this energy, allow it to expand from your heart throughout your entire body, from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. Your body is buzzing with this beautiful, joyful, happy energy. Now I want you to send this energy throughout the rest of your day. And if you haven't done this before, it may seem like quite a strange concept. But just imagine the same energy flowing out, filling up each shower throughout the rest of your day today. There are several things that make up an amazing day, and one of them is productivity. So just begin to think of the tasks that you have to do today. They may be work related, they may even be chores, or just little errands that you have to run. And just imagine yourself working through each of these tasks with complete ease. You achieve them easily, confidently, and joyfully. Another factor is inspiration. And as you work through your day, you're going to feel completely inspired, not only to achieve these things, but possibly to create new things. This inspiration is going to come to you in different forms throughout your day. So make sure you capture it and take notice of it. And finally, being joyful. When we're in a mood of gratitude, joyful appreciation, everything just seems to run more smoothly. Life is sunnier, and we make a difference not only to our lives, but to everyone that we come in contact with. So say to yourself that today you're going to set the intention to be joyful, no matter what comes your way. Breathe through the nose, inhale, and exhale through the mouth. Today is going to be a great day. Thank you for doing this short meditation. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.
So as you can see, a quick 5-minute exercise can be enough to help you manage your stress. Now, the changes made during this semester have created a very different and new social environment. In a lot of cases, social activities have either moved online or migrated to a much smaller scale outdoors. This can easily impact your social wellness, which we define as the ability to communicate, to develop meaningful relationships, and to maintain a support network that helps you thrive. All of the dimensions of wellness are tied together, and social wellness is a very important part of your mental wellness. If you have felt more isolated during the semester, then you are definitely not alone. And on this next slide, we'll look at some possible solutions that you can use throughout the semester. So this semester is a time to find creative methods to engage with your friends and to meet new people. Go for a hike outdoors to socialize while enjoying nature. You can request our local trail guide as well as guidance for setting up a group hike with your peers by emailing us at wellnessedu@olemiss.edu. And then you can also find virtual ways to communicate with loved ones. This doesn't necessarily mean just video chatting with your friends. Take advantage of technology and incorporate social events like movie watch parties into your day-to-day activities. Student organizations also advertise their online or socially distanced activities. And then just try something new by reaching out to an organization that interests you. And then finally, just as you can easily become socially fatigued, take care to avoid virtual fatigue. So unplug, turn off your phone, switch off notifications for a few hours, whatever you need to do to keep your eyes off of the screen, even if it's just for an hour out of your day. So I'm sure that maintaining physical wellness has also been a challenge for many students, and not just students, for many people throughout the pandemic. This ties into the impact the pandemic has had on our social wellness in many ways. For a while, there were no more trips to the gym. It may have been more difficult to shop for fresh fruit and vegetables while shopping for groceries. And then many people are just dealing with the general stress from the uncertainty of not knowing what the future would look like and being preoccupied with managing the stressors of adapting to the pandemic. This led to many students struggling with the 5 key components of physical wellness. Those 5 components are physical activity, so being active for 150 minutes per week, and incorporating that physical activity into tasks throughout the day. A diet, so eating 2 to 3 servings of vegetables, fruits and vegetables, and staying well hydrated. Sleep health, which means aiming for 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night, which I'm guessing the majority of students were already struggling with before the pandemic. Practicing good hygiene, and then substance use. I shared the statistic earlier, and then just managing substance use relating to your physical wellness means being mindful and safe about substance use and knowing your limits. So if you have been struggling with maintaining your physical wellness, it's never too late to get back on track. Campus Rec offers fitness classes and personal training sessions. Student Health offers free nutrition counseling. If you're struggling with access to food, the Ole Miss Food Bank provides meals at no cost. And then you can also register for wellness consultation with the William McGee Center to discuss any of the 5 physical wellness topics mentioned earlier. I also want to take a moment to highlight substance safety, since obviously the statistic at the beginning of this discussion is something we should all be concerned by. I just want everyone to know the signs of when you or a peer is struggling with substance use. Those signs may look like a loss of control, a change in appearance, neglecting other activities, taking risky behaviors, relationship issues, or any major behavioral change like withdrawal or secrecy. There's no shame in accessing help for yourself or that peer. If you or a friend is struggling with substance use, there are resources on campus designed to help you that are easily accessible and confidential. If you're concerned for a peer, you can submit an anonymous care report that will alert an on-campus health professional to check in on that student. You can meet with a member of the William McGee Center for Wellness Education to discuss possible solutions and resources. You can meet with a counselor in the counseling center to develop a plan to help you move forward. The collegiate recovery community is also a great option available to students who are in recovery from addiction, just to help them have a successful college experience. And then finally, if a peer is engaging in dangerous substance use behaviors, you can contact the university police department. Calls made to the police about a student engaging in dangerous substance use are protected under the Medical Amnesty Act, so you and the at-risk peer will not face disciplinary action from the university. So I know we covered quite a bit of information today, and I just wanted to do a quick recap of the wellness areas that we've discussed. So for mental wellness, remember how quick and simple it can be to incorporate those mental wellness exercises into your daily life. For social wellness, it's also important, it's a very important component of your overall wellness, and you should seek creative ways to engage with friends, both online and in person, when you can find uh, a safe way while keeping in mind COVID-19 protocols. And finally, remember that physical wellness is more than just exercise and diet. Try different solutions to balance your physical activity, your nutrition, your sleep, health hygiene, and just focus on avoiding dangerous substance use. I know this semester has presented unique challenges for all of you, but I do want to encourage you to seek creative solutions to stay on track with your wellness journeys. Feel free to contact us if you have any questions about the resources we've discussed today and then how you can access those resources. So if you'd like to contact us, you can call us at 662-915-6543 or email us at wellnessedu@olemiss.edu. Also, you can email me directly at seelston@olemiss.edu. Or finally, you can visit our office in person. We're located within the South Campus Recreation Center, which is only about a mile from campus. So if you'd like to, any student is welcome to drop in and learn more about our services. So thank you, and I hope that this helps you navigate the changes that have occurred during this semester.